Hello, welcome to the second of two tutorials that describe how to configure Zeddy so that it can exchange transactions with your CargoWise system. The topics covered are configuring Zeddy to exchange transactions with CargoWise and using metadata extracts to make life easier when handling CargoWise transactions. This tutorial deals with the second one. If you've not watched the first one yet, then please do so now. The material in this tutorial will then make more sense. Previously, we'd configured Zeddy so that it could receive transactions from CargoWise. When this happens, the files from CargoWise are added to the list of transactions as universal interchange files from the partner you created to represent CargoWise as a whole. Problem with this is that a universal interchange can convey a variety of different transaction types. These include things like warehouse order, forwarding console, accounting invoice, and so on. It'd be far better if Zeddy could show them as warehouse order, forwarding console, rather than just universal interchange. Similarly, the universal interchange files will contain information destined for a variety of different recipients, so it'd be preferable for Zeddy to assign them to the corresponding trading partner rather than the generic CargoWise partner. In this way, instead of seeing something like this on the list of transactions, we'd see this. Doing this makes working with the list of transactions much easier, and it also simplifies the mappings and actions you would use to process the transactions. Unless this was done, we'd need to have one mapping designed to process universal interchange files from CargoWise. That mapping would then need to contain lots of complex logic to handle the various combinations of data type and recipient it might encounter, making that mapping difficult to manage and maintain. By changing the document type and trading partner to appropriate values, we're able to use individual mappings designed to handle very specific combinations of partner and document type. These are far easier to develop and look after. The Zeddy action that allows you to set this up is metadata extract. This action is commonly used to extract items of interesting information from the transactions, such as invoice numbers, shipment numbers, etc. But it can also be used to change basic information about the transaction, such as the document type and partner. The mapping used by this metadata extract would be coded to produce a file like this. A metadata section is also used in this example to capture useful items of information from the transaction, but more significantly, an update section is used to change the partner ID and document type of the transaction to appropriate values. If we look at a universal interchange file from CargoWise, the start of it might look like this. The recipient is identified in this tag, and the document type is found in this tag. So, our style sheet can easily map the document type to the update section in its output, which then allows Zeddy to change the transaction from universal interchange to a more appropriate document type. The partner ID is slightly trickier, but not much. We need to map a numeric partner ID to the partner ID tag in the update section, but what we have is a recipient ID tag that contains a 9-character code. So what we need to do is translate the recipient ID into a numeric partner ID. Fortunately, there's an easy way of doing this using a Zeddy function called getPartnerByIdentity. This function accepts an identity string as a parameter and attempts to find a trading partner that has it in their list of identities. It will then return a snippet of XML that will contain a list of the partners that have that identity. For the sake of this description, we're going to say that the recipient is Ace Vegetables, and within CargoWise they're known as AceMan Pre-RD. Within Zeddy, they're set up as partner ID 37. In the identity section of the partner definition, we can add AceMan PRD as an identity for this partner. The metadata extract style sheet can now use the getPartnerByIdentity function to determine the partner ID. The code looks like this. The recipient ID from CargoWise is passed to the getPartnerByIdentity function, and the XML it returns is stored in the variable $partner. The update section is coded to only output the partner ID if at least one match was found, and then the partner ID tag is populated using this expression. Using a metadata extract to pre-process CargoWise files in this way makes the development of your style sheets far easier It also makes the information on the transactions page far more meaningful, which in turn makes it easier to find the transactions you're interested in. Thank you.